This presentation is about a staff training for parent and family engagement plan. What is the importance of having staff training for parent engagement? And how is it different from the regular PD trainings in Title I schools? Well, the Every Student Succeeds Act, or ESSA, requires Title I schools to develop parent and family engagement plan, of which staff training for parent engagement is one of the components. The federal law recognizes that parent and family engagement in child's education is a great predictor of academic success in schools. This is the reason why the law and Title I regulations insist on having a comprehensive and meaningful parent and family engagement activities to include staff training at every school where federal funds are used to support effective teaching and learning. Staff training for parent engagement is different from the regular teacher's professional development trainings. Its content may not be related to hardcore curricular, data analysis, and instructional delivery trainings. Staff training for parent engagement must be designed to build the capacity of teachers and staffs on establishing a sustainable and consistent partnership with families on student achievement. Your staff training for parent engagement should highlight your school's understanding of the value and contribution of parents in student learning, building ties between parents and school staff, as well as effectively reaching out to, communicating with, and working with families as equal partners in order to improve student achievement. In order for you to organize your training and get the details of it into the system, you will need to do a little bit of basic navigation. From the district portal, click the red Title I tile, then click the FY24 school-wide plan. And on the left side, you will see the three sections below the dashboard, the PFEP. Click on the PFEP and then click on the staff training, and you will see the 9 sections of parent and family engagement plan that need to be completed and approved by us. Then click on the staff training because that is where we want to focus our attention for this presentation. Before you begin typing and adding your staff training information, I strongly recommend for you to click the help button first and read its content carefully. The help section will give you advanced guidance on how to complete the staff training part of the parent and family engagement plan correctly. For each staff training, there are 6 narratives that needs to be completed. For staff training number 1, narratives 1A, 1B, and 1C, please remember to answer each prompts and questions completely. No empty answer box is allowed. And click the box on Include in PFEP Summary only if you want your specific response on that item to be part of your school's PFEP Summary later in the year. Narrative 1A asks for the name of the training. Narrative 1B asks for what specific strategy, skill, or program will staff learn to implement with families. And narrative 1C asks for what is the expected impact of this training on family engagement. As you can see, this school provided good responses that are direct, short, and clear. Please notice also that the school checked the box Include in PFEP Summary on name of training. This means that the school wants the name of their staff training number 1, which is No Sweat Parent-Teacher Conferences, included in the Parent and Family Engagement Plan Summary in the fall. Staff training number one, narrative 1D, ask for what will teachers submit as evidence of implementation. Narrative 1E asks for the month of the training, and narrative 1F asks for responsible persons. Looking at the sample responses, I can see that the school continues to provide simple but meaningful answers. I can see also that the school clicked the box, including a PFEP summary for month of training, which is September. This would mean to me that the staff training number one, month of training, September, is going to be part of the school's parent and family engagement plan summary later on in the year. As part of continuous improvement model, we want to know what worked and did not work. After each staff training, administrators are going to be requested to complete a reflection to determine the level of success of the training and the training areas that can be improved upon. The narratives on reflection evaluation of training number one, 2A, 2B, and 2C will provide those important information. Remember to answer each prompt or questions completely. No empty answer box is allowed. And click the box Include in PFEP when applicable. Reflection 2A asks for the name and brief description of the staff training. Reflection 2B asks for the number of participants. And Reflection 2C asks for what were teachers able to do as a result of the training. As I read through the school sample reflection, two things are clear to me. Number one, the school was able to provide answers on the who, what, when, where, and how, some basic questions of the prompt. And that is fantastic. Number two, I see that there's no check mark on Include in PFEP summary box. This will mean to me that no response from here is going to be included in the school's parent and family engagement plan summary in the fall. Reflection 2D asks for, have you seen evidence that the teachers are implementing this strategy, skill, or program they learned through this training? Reflection 2E asks for, how do you know? Reflection 2F asks for, what went well with the training? And finally, reflection 2G asks for, what improvements would be made? And what steps will you implement to make the training more effective? Once again, the school was able to provide consistent and meaningful responses on each reflection questions. I can see that from the beginning to end, there is no empty box or no empty answer box. And that speaks volume on the diligence and attention to detail of the staff who provided these answers. It is very important to collect documentation and evidence for staff training. If there is no evidence, the activity or training did not happen, at least from the auditor's point of view. So please collect the following evidence or documentation for staff training agenda, sign-in sheets, presentation or handouts, sample teacher artifact, and staff training evaluation. You will be asked to upload this documentation in Title I crate later in the school year. Finally, all Title I schools are required to have 2 staff trainings for parent and family engagement, preferably one in August or September and one in early January. Please follow the same thinking process in staff training number 1 to complete your staff training number 2 narratives and reflection. Always remember that parent engagement is key to student success. Please contact your grant compliance specialist for more information, and thank you for listening.